Yo, one of the most common questions that my followers ask me is, where do I get the inspiration for my designs? And the honest answer a lot of the time is, I don't know. Sometimes I'll start a design with no actual idea in mind and just see where it takes me. Other times an idea will randomly just pop in my head and I'll just do my best to bring that idea to life. But that's not really helpful advice when I'm trying to give advice to followers who are trying to find inspiration for their own art. So one thing that I like to do, and if you follow me on social media, you'll know that I do this a lot, is taking everyday objects and turning them into characters. So recently I was looking around my house for an object that I could turn into a character, and I found my daughter's Nike shoebox sitting around, and for some reason I just find these small Nike shoeboxes to be super cute. So I figured this was a perfect object to turn into a character. So for this video, I'm going to show you how I turn this box into this character. Alright, so hopping into Illustrator, we have our character right here. Like always, we're going to drag this guy over here to the left and we'll redesign him over here on the right side. I have my color palette over here, only using 3 colors, white, orange, and black this time. So for our first step, we're just going to make the actual box, and then we'll add the arms, hands, legs, and eyes after that. So let's just start off with a rectangle up here. We're going to hit A on our keyboard for the direct select tool, select this point right here, and curve this corner out. Then we'll hit M on our keyboard, and that'll be our rectangle tool, and we're going to add another rectangle like this. Not quite as wide as the first one. And we're going to hit Command Shift left bracket to send that to the back. And we can just adjust the height a little bit like that. For this black shadow right here, we're going to just zoom in. We're going to hold down Option and drag down this shape. And then we're going to hit Command left bracket. And let's zoom out again. And we'll turn that one black. And then we can just grab this point and this point with our direct select tool and drag them that way. Now you have that shadow right there. Next we'll add this hole right here. We can hit L on our keyboard, put your cursor right on the very top line, hold down Option and Shift, and you'll make a circle right there. Then what we'll do is make a rectangle on top of the circle, select both, and then using your Pathfinder tool, we're going to hit this one right here. It's called Intersect, and now we have a half circle. For this white shape, it's a little bit less than half of a circle, so what we'll do is start our circle up here, drag it out like that, and then we'll do the same thing as before. Cover it up with a rectangle, select both and hit Intersect. And then to make it white, just grab our eyedropper tool and select your background. Now we have no stroke on it. So then what we can do is select your white shape, hit Command C, and we can delete it. And then double click on your top shape right here, and then Command Shift V. Then select your orange shape, Command C, Command Shift V again, and get rid of the fill. So now we have the stroke separated from the shape. And select all of that and hit Command G to group them together. For the Nike logo, we're just going to do a quick Google search. Go ahead and just copy that and paste it. What you can do now is image trace up here, expand, and then we're going to just delete the white shape and then resize it. And you'll see when we put it on here, it doesn't quite match with the overall design because it's got these sharp points on it. So what we can do is give it the same stroke as the rest of the art, and then instead of the black outline, we'll just make it white. So now it's got a little bit of a curved look to it so that it matches with the rest of the art. Alright, that looks good. Next we'll do this little rectangle down here for the sticker on the box. Just make a white circle and get rid of the fill. And then we'll do another one right here. Eyedropper tool and select your Nike logo. And then let's zoom in. And then we'll zoom in here and just add a few black lines like this. Option drag down, and then Command D, Command D, Command D, Command D. And let's select all of these and we can adjust the height. Select this one and this one now, Command G, and group them all together. That's pretty much it for the box. Now we're gonna start adding the features. So let's start off with the eyes. Add a circle right here. Command C, Command Shift V. And then Option Shift, drag it down. And we'll make that one black. That'll be the pupil. Zoom in real close here and we're gonna select the big white circle. Command C, Command Shift V again. And then using the pencil tool, we're gonna go like this and then cover up the top part of the circle. And we can select that shape and your new white circle. Go over to Pathfinder and intersect again. And then we'll make this just a little bit bigger and turn it orange. All right, cool. And then we will just drag this over a little bit. And we're gonna add 3 small circles. So hit L right there. Make that one white and get rid of the stroke. Option drag, and we'll make this one smaller, and then option drag this one up too. And then let's group those together. And we can group this one, and this one together too. And we're gonna option drag that one this way. Object, transform, reflect. And then let's take our 3 circles here, option drag those over this way. I like to keep these eyeball highlights separated from the actual eye when grouping things together. I'll show you why. Let's just drag this over for a second. If they're all grouped together and we drag it this way and then reflect it, now our highlights are backwards. So we want to flip the actual eyeball, but we don't want to flip the eyeball highlights. So that's why I keep them separate. So big circle, small circle, small circle, big circle, small circle, small circle. It's not a big deal either way, but that's just a small detail that I like to pay attention to. Next for the eyes, we're just gonna add a couple of highlights up here on the actual eyelid, like this and that. And then we'll group those together and again, drag them over this way with option drag. All right, and then let's make this a little bit smaller and make sure it's centered. Probably shrink this one down a little bit. For the mouth, just a simple line right here. A little bit off center just to give it a little bit of personality. Kind of like he's unamused. So there's our face. Next we'll do the legs. Nice and simple, we're just gonna drag out a rectangle like this. Go ahead and add the shadow right away before we duplicate it. So using the pen tool, draw out a curved line like that and then hover over this point right here and click on it and it'll get rid of this anchor on this side. So now we have a sharp point and we can go up like this and then make that black and group those 2 together. And then let's drag this one over for this second leg. All right, and next we will do the socks. So we're gonna need a white. So let's go ahead and grab this white from the eyeball and we're gonna use the pencil tool and we're gonna curve it up like this, give it a little bump right there, bump right there, bring it straight down, so hold shift, bring it back up with shift, and then add a few more bumps. We can go in and adjust this, so grabbing your pen tool with P, delete this point, hold down Command and you can drag this one out and then hold down Option and you can adjust the anchor. And then we're just gonna add in some lines like this. Add another one right here. And then let's group all these together. We'll do the same thing on this side. This time we'll have this one a little bit more of an angle, just to make them a little bit different. We'll do 3 bumps on this side. And then go ahead and add in these details again. Next up, we'll do the shoes. So with your pencil tool, draw the toe first. We're gonna go big half circle like this. Hold down shift and bring it over this way. Hold down shift again to bring it up. And then slightly angled up this way and down. Using the pen tool, we're gonna just make a little curved line like this. Bring that in a little bit. And then bring it all the way over this way and back up this way. Select this shape and this shape, group them together, and then double click. Now we're in isolation mode where we're just working on the shoe. So we can send this all the way to back with Command Shift left bracket. For the shoelaces, we will add those right here. Option drag down, and again. And then what we'll do is select your main shape, Command C, Command Shift V, and we're gonna basically just delete all these points. Add one right here and then delete this last one. So now we have this separate shape of the toe that's just sitting on top, and that is to cover up the shoelaces. Then we can just add the tongue. So it's just a shape like this. Send it back behind the shoelaces, but above this main shape. We have this little tag on the tongue right here that we'll add. So that's just another pen tool shape. Drag it this way along the top of the tongue. Bring it up, over, and then down. Let's make that orange. Curve this one out. And then add a small line right here so it looks like it's kind of folding over the tongue. We can bring this point, and this point over just a little bit. And then last thing, we're just gonna add the Nike right here. I don't mind this one being a little bit off, so we're just gonna freestyle it like that, and then make it black. And there's our shoe. So because we are working in isolation mode, this is all grouped together now, and we can just adjust the size like this or drag it down if we have to. I think I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. That works for me. Now we'll just option drag it this way and then reflect it, transform, reflect. Okay, put that right there. Hit A on your keyboard for direct select tool, and we're gonna select everything down here and bring it up. Just to make the legs a little bit shorter. We can go ahead and make the shadow behind the feet. So that's just a oval, Command Shift left bracket. Now we just have the arms, hands, and a few details, and we're all done. So let's go ahead and do this right arm first. Using the pen tool, we can add a point right about there. Click right here and hold shift, and you can drag out the anchor like this, and then bring it up this way. Straight line down this way, and then slightly curved for the top of the arm this way. Close it off, make it orange, and then we can send this one all the way back. And then let's double click on that arm, so we're in isolation mode again. And we're gonna add just a small line right here. Command G to group those together. We can go ahead and add the shadow. Like this. For the peace sign, we're gonna add that from my hand pack. So we'll just open that one up. So we're just gonna open up the hand pack and copy this one right here, Command C. And then Command V back in our project file. We're gonna flip that around, object, transform, reflect. Okay, make it orange. Drag it right down this way, double click in there. We're gonna get rid of the stroke on this shape right here. And then drag this point up. Drag this point up. And that one too. And then let's just drag this point in and this point in. Nice and easy when you have that hand pack. I'll have that linked below if you guys want to check that out. All right, now we'll just do the left hand on top of the shoe. First off, we'll do the thumb, sort of like this, straight across. Add the pointer finger like this. Another finger right about here. Command left bracket. And then one more. Right there. Command left bracket, and then we can adjust these a little bit if we have to bring them down. Last step for that is just drawing a small orange shape right here, and we'll send that backwards so it's hidden and get rid of the stroke. So we can group the fingers together, Command G, but keep it separate from this orange one because the orange is in the back and the fingers are in the front. So then all we have to do is just attach the arm. Simple shape like this. Oops. Send that all the way backwards and add the shadow. Make that black and we are good to go. All right, cool. And the last thing that I did was add a few shadows here and there. So you can see they're just small black shapes that I put on top of the design. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, I think that's it. These look pretty much the same. Make that background orange. For this guy, I turned him into a sticker, so I'll show you how I did that. Just select everything, Command C, Command Shift V, and then group that together. So now this is all grouped together, and we're gonna go to Object, Expand, OK, and then Pathfinder tool, and we're gonna hit Unite. So now we have just this one shape, and we're gonna go up to Object, Path, Offset Path. Offset it by about 10 points, make it round, hit OK, and then go ahead and just hit Pathfinder tool again, Unite, and now we have this shape. So we can send that to the back and then make it white with no stroke. And let's just go in, double click on this, and we can delete these extra holes in the shape. And there you go. If you're ever struggling to find inspiration for design, just go ahead and look around your house for a random object, go outside and look for a random object, and just turn it into a character. It's unlimited inspiration, it's free, what more can you ask for? So if you guys do end up turning an object into a character, don't forget to tag me in your posts. If you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.